All right, guys, good morning and welcome to this session, morning session of the Balance Trader. I'm just going to quickly run through what happened. We had a nice gap open from the Friday session in the ES, which was somewhere around here. And what did we do? We basically impulsed higher, and then we trended all the way up to the Friday high, which was up here. I'm just going to bring it up. There you go. There's the high that was created on the open. So we trended all the way up here and we held. And actually, I took a short here in the overnight session, just because I felt that we had this big gap to the open, and that maybe this buying would wouldn't be so strong, and I'm looking for some key reference points to hold and to fall back into So that was a trade I took. I actually took it and I went to bed and I got stopped out for the sake of half a tick. I think I was short 41s, stopped out 42 and a halves. I think the high was 42 and a half, so I paid the high. Ouch, because I would have got filled on my target, which was half point to the opening gap. Well, somewhere around there anyway, because the gap was the close was at 38.98, highs of 40.41. So I'm looking to get out around the 20s, and it certainly did come down to somewhere around there in the overnight session. So that was a valid trade idea. It was a good trade idea. It didn't work out, but sometimes these things don't work out. Unfortunately, that was a failed trade. Anyway, so I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, and what's happening is that we've pushed up into this overnight area in the 55s, where I took another short, and I got out in this chop here, thinking that maybe this is just holding above the prior Friday's highs, and we are going to push higher. This was valid thinking, safe thinking, and given that it's the overnight session, I'm more inclined to take profits. But the trade, why did I get in at 55? Well, there's a reason. If you're following my notes, you will understand. And if you haven't been following my notes, you are welcome to catch up with all of my notes. They are all on here on my Evernote. I love Evernote. I do lots of squiggles on here for you guys to follow. So let me just quickly go through why that area, my two early on trades, why I took them. Looking at my notes, they weren't flash in the pan. I didn't just come up with the idea to sell 41s and 55s, whatever it was I sold. That wasn't the idea. The idea is that I had a plan from Saturday or Sunday, whenever I did these notes. And I'm going to take action at that point because that's my plan. Especially if I see the right kind of price action, if I see the right kind of market behavior going into those areas, I'm going to take the trade in the direction that I've said I would, because that's just what I do. And if I don't do that, then I become inconsistent, and then I will start failing. And if I start failing by being inconsistent, I can't track what I'm doing wrong, so therefore I will never be able to fix it. So the key is to be consistent, and I implore you to do the same. So why did I get short of 41s? Well, because this was an area, this was the high from Friday. I think the high was 41 exactly. So I got short 41s. I just saw a little bit of resistance there. I think it popped up to 42 and a half, came back down, and I thought, right, okay, I'll get short 41s, and 42 and a half should hold, given the way the price action was on the open, and plus we had this big gap to the close, and there's a possibility that maybe people might just attempt to close that gap at some point, and I thought that was a good area to have a go at. And despite the fact that my idea was right, my execution was right. I got stopped out on, I paid the highs at the time, which was 42.5. Okay, doesn't matter. I was asleep. I woke up, wasn't too disappointed about it. It's just one of those things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I just got to accept that. Otherwise, I will end up having all sorts of problems. So I woke up in the morning, and I wasn't planning to trade this morning. I just wanted to have a look, but then I happened to see that the market was trading around the 55s. In fact, it just touched 55s at the point that I was turning on my machines. I was having some issues with my data feed this morning. Again, I'm always having issues for whatever reason, but I was having some data issues, and I turned it on just in time to take a sip of coffee and see that the price was at 55. And what is price? Price is an advertising mechanism. And so what do I do when I see a price that is marketing me an attractive price? I'm going to take action. I'm only going to take action at the price that I feel is attractive to me. And 55s was an attractive proposition. So why was it an attractive proposition? Because this area was the low distribution of Wednesday's sell-off. So it's an important bit of information that I've carried over. And I've got a singles marker there, so I'm willing to see if sellers are willing to defend that area. And given the fact that Friday's auction reversal was a bit of a short covering rally, this has every chance of being a weak rally, and especially being overnight, this might all just reverse. So I'm looking for areas to take this back down and trade back into, certainly below the 40s. Anyway, so those are the two trades. That's why I took them. The trade at 50, I think it touched 55. I got short 53s, and I got out 46, 44, something like that. My trades are in my notes at the bottom, so please check. I can't do that thing where you click yet. I'm going to figure that out. I'm still new to this. So if you check my notes, this was my plan. This was my 1 minute debrief of what happened on Friday. Important to sort of visualize, also be aware of the participation, where there was important price action taking place. And these are my notes from this morning. It's all there. What happened in the opening gap. This was Monday's session. What's happened? We had some data. We had the guard talking. I put her notes. All of my news I will put up here at the top. Biden's been talking. He wants to go to war with China. Over Taiwan. Sorry, not go to war. He's willing to go to war or defend Taiwan. So basically, he's trying to scare the hell out of China into not doing anything silly with Taiwan. The market doesn't really care about that anymore, or not too much, because it's probably never going to happen, because they know what will happen. China knows that they will decimate their economy, much like they've tried to do with Russia, although somehow the ruble seems to be higher, but that's because the Russians have made everyone pay for their oil in rubles. Clever Russians. Anyway, so just going through the notes for the day. These are all my trades that I've taken. This was my entry point. I ended up taking the short at 41, failing. Short at 53, succeeding, and then I went long. Why did I go long? Why did I go long that area? Why? Because it looked like a very normal distribution, and I will trade my plan, my trading plan at all times, regardless of what I feel or think. But I didn't take the trade straight away. I was looking for a bit more confirmation. I gave up a little bit of price for more information. At the time, I was willing to get long the lower end of distribution because we were in perfect balance, and I was seeing participation at the lower end, and I was seeing buyers tapering the price higher. They were getting more aggressive. They were defending the spike low that was formed on the overnight. But at the same time, the EU markets were selling off. They closed the gap and they were trading well below that. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, they've closed the gap, they're trading well below. ES is holding up here at these levels, but we don't have a very good bottom anymore, and the likelihood is if those get taken out, there'll be stops, and I want to be involved in the stops going down, and I don't want to be holding longs and thinking about getting out and then getting in short. So I didn't want to take that trade until I was super sure that this was a probable bottom in the markets. Why do I care what the S is doing? Because we are trading the overnight session, we're trading the EU session. These are European markets, they're all open, and we have a high correlation to those markets. So hang on, where is my flashing? There it is. Correlations, they do matter, especially in the mornings if you are trading the ES especially. Why am I trading the ES? I don't know. but I should be trading the European stuff, but I want to keep consistency, and I'm just trading one product for the purpose of this stream. So I'm trading ES, and hang on, let me go back. You've lost me. Here I am, all in yellow. Yeah, this is my little outline. These are all my notes, what was going through my head, why I was holding back from getting long at those levels, because I was waiting to see if there was a bottom in place in the EU session. And indeed, I saw a low. I saw a little bit of a buying tail was left in the EU session. I saw some candles, which basically, I won't go into candles because that's not what I want to be talking about. If you don't understand or watch, look, or know anything about candles, I'm not going to teach you anything about candles. I'm here to talk about profiles and footprints and order flow and all that kind of fun stuff, and I can't do everything. So go learn about candles yourself. But there were some candles and some action in the footprints that made me sort of think, oh, you know what? This looks like a bottom maybe forming in the EU session at decent levels. That is a call for my morning run, so I'm going to have to leave this here. That's pretty much what's happened this morning. I'm going to tell my running buddy to go away. All my notes are in the link below. I don't think I've updated it from Friday, so let me just quickly update it so you can all follow what I'm doing live on my Evernote. Great tool, use it. Anyway, I've really got to go, so I'm going to leave you with everything I've said. Please look at my notes. They're really as detailed as I can possibly do in real time for you guys. And I hope you can learn from it. I will try and put some footprint stuff up there for you, maybe at the end of the day when I get a chance. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch up with you into the open of the US. So, thank you for watching, and good luck.